Hey guys, it is Friday, June 27th, 2025, and I'm back with some free VST plugins to help you with your musical adventures and endeavors. Alright guys, we are close to the end of the month of June 2025. All right, let's get into it. We got a lot of plugins to go through for today. So the free plugins for today are as follows. So first up, we're going to be going through some of the audio Lite VST instruments. It's a good amount of them, and I used a couple of them in the arrangement for today. So LoQuest is one of them. It is fairly new. Then we have MeloFI, which is a somewhat emulation of the Mellotron synth. It's not a faithful adaptation, but it's Mellotron-esque. Then we have Retromania, which is supposed to be like a Retrosynth vibe. Then we have actual Retrosynth Lite, and we're gonna look at those. Next up, we're gonna look at SWatches from the developer Applied Acoutics. Then we're going to look at Spiral Delay from VSynth. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And last but not least, we are going to look at Space Light from Cymatic. So let's jump to the download pages really quickly. So for Cymatic, download page looks like this. Pretty straightforward. I think you're definitely gonna have to sign up for an account, put in your email, all that good stuff, log in, and then you'll be able to download this one. It's a reverb. Next up, let's look at VSynth, their download page for Spiral Delay. So this is a ping pong delay with a twist. So it says right here, Spiral Delay is a step up from your basic ping pong delay. It makes echo that slowly pan back and forth at an adjustable speed. This amounts to the ping pong style delay, but instead of switching between left and right, hard panning, there will be an intermediate panning step. So it's an interesting sound. You will hear it. Next up, we have SWatches from Applied Acoustics. Look at the website here. This is the download page. Applied Acoustics been around for a long time, and this synth is extra special. We'll see why. And yeah, this is the download page for Audio Lottery, and there are a good amount of synths and different types of VST instruments for them. So definitely check those out. All right, let's jump over to the DAW, see what we got going on for today. So yesterday, this is what you guys heard. Let's check it out. All right, so that's pretty much the vibe from yesterday. So today we have it fully fleshed out. Actually, like I said, I wrote a song. I started recording the vocals today, fleshed the music out. So, of course, the vocals are not on here. Can't let you guys hear that. But we have most of the beat here. Still some more things I want to add, but the idea is a lot more realized. So here we go.
Bang Bang the Influence. Bang Bang the Influence. Bang Bang the Influence.
All right, so you guys hear what we got going on. All right, let's check out some of these instruments. So we have, let's first check out this guitar part right here. Let's loop that section. So the guitar part is actually being played by SWatches. And this was the perfect instrument for what I was looking for. I got a little delay and reverb on it, and I have a high pass filter on there after the instrument. So the cool thing about this synth, so the paid version allows you to see all the controls and you can tweak, which is fine, but sometimes that gets in the way when you're trying to create. You're getting caught up with tweaking and all the technical stuff. So with this, you don't get that. You get access to a ton of presets. And the cool thing about this one is it has some very, very good guitar presets, which I'm gonna go through right now. So when you start at the top, there's a lot of synths. There are like ARPs, pads, all that. Only thing I don't like about this synth is when going through the presets, you don't really have a sensible category. So like the way they have the presets sectioned off, they have these categories, but they don't make any sense. So it's not like keys, pads, ARPs, synths, leads, nothing like that. It'll just say abstractions, and then you're like, what is that? So this will be bass, pads, drops, dotted lines. It's just all different stuff. But as you're scrolling down, you'll keep hitting these sections where you see these labels where it'll say loop, chord, key, and you know that these are all guitars. So the one that I'm using is preset 33, but I'm gonna go through some of the other ones and you'll hear the difference. So the one that says key it's gonna be where you can play it like a keyboard. So you can have like a solo, you can still play chords. Then they have the chorded mode. When it's in chorded mode, if you hold one note or you trigger one MIDI note, it's gonna play a predetermined rhythm of the chord. So I can go through all the ones that says key and it'll keep playing my melody, but the guitar will have a different vibe, a different tone, different type of guitar. So these are all variations of an electric jazz guitar. So this is what they sound like. That one has tremolo. This has chorus. This has a phaser. This is an acoustic. Now let me stop this for a second. If I arm this track, if I go to chord mode, let's see if I can do it. Right, so chord mode will play a chord based on what key you hit. And then they have some other triggers like muted, palm mutes, and things like that. If you go to loop mode, it'll play a loop. So the next thing is, they have other sounds here, tons of other sounds. So right here, it says analog orchestra. So here I have a lot more orchestra style sounds. But if you keep scrolling, you're gonna get to more sections with more guitars. So now they have blues and rhythm. So with the wah lead, chorus. So once again, anything that says lead in parentheses will work for what I did here, because I did it for a lead sound and not something with chords. I mean, I could have done chords also. Let's hear what some of these loops sound like. So that's a chord pattern with chorus, so on and so forth. So you guys get the point. We have a phased key. Let's see what that sounds like. Wah. And then if you scroll down some more, you're gonna run into some more guitars. Of course, there's a lot more sounds here to check out. Here's some more guitars. And I can keep going. There are more guitars. This goes all the way down to 773 presets. And I think they keep adding more. So they do updates. So it's a very, very robust plugin as far as presets. And a lot of times when I'm looking for guitars for certain things, I can usually find something decent in here to get the vibe that I'm looking for. It's very flexible if you know what you're doing. If you know how to trigger the MIDI, you can get some really creative and convincing sound. All right, let's move on, because I could spend an hour on just that VST alone. So next up, we have Retromania. So Retromania, it's definitely playing in this section here. Chorus. It was doing this sound. I don't know what's going on with, but presets, they give you a couple of presets, not a lot, but you have some presets here, retro keys. Next up we have LoQuest. Hopefully this will play. So that's the preset that I chose for that. This has a couple of presets. It's supposed to be like a lo-fi synth, but you know, you can use it however you want. I also have another version of LoQuest here doing this. Pad. We have another version of LoQuest doing another pad. So a lot of these sounds are just supporting sounds on the chorus. Pan left, pan right. Then we have this one. This is MeloFI. And I'm using Filter R, which I talked about last week, to add that movement. And then we have Retrosynth. Not much presets here, but they have some useful ones. So I have the Castle Brass doing this. It added some brightness and texture. So next up on the Vox, we have spiral delay. And you hear that delay is still going. It's a very unique delay. Over here, we have the bandwidth, which is what you're looking at there. Cutoff frequency for that. It's a filter basically. So you're filtering the sound. Over here, you can set if you want to do it by milliseconds, beat, and then you have triplet, dotted, dry wet here, mid side, and then we have the twist rate where this starts to twist, and it just affects the tail how the tail responds. So it's a very interesting delay to play with, very interesting delay to play with. And it worked well for what I was going for the Vox. And then after that, we have Space Lite from Cymatic, which is a reverb. You can get some very big spaces with this. Comes with some presets. Pretty comprehensive settings. Wet. We have the mode here. Decay, size, pre-delay, damping. Then they have a flanger and the depth for the flanger, effect rate. There is distortion. I dialed in a little bit of that. They have high pass, low pass filter, plus a 3-band EQ. We have width settings and you have in and out knobs. So a pretty full-featured plugin for something that's called Space Lite, and it sounds great. So you're hearing that the delay along with the reverb. The delay comes first and then it feeds into the reverb. But that's pretty much it, guys. Check out all of those plugins. The link is in the description. But yeah, this song is coming out pretty amazing with the vocals and everything. It's on the computer behind me. And I'm gonna get right back to it after this live stream. But that's pretty much it, guys. Definitely check out those plugins. The link is in the description. It'll take you to that blog page where you can check out and download. Also, there's a link in the description for my video series on PC specs and how it relates to music production. So if you're looking to understand how your DAW and its internal parts, your DAW works along with the internal parts of your computer to help give you a smooth experience, check that series out. If you're having issues where your DAW is not operating smoothly, you're getting stuttering, you're getting clicks, pops, audio dropouts, your program is freezing, crashing, just not performing smoothly, definitely check out that series. It'll help you understand why that might be happening and what you may need to do to fix it. If you're looking to upgrade your rig, get a new system, get a new laptop for your portable rig, you might want to check out that series. It'll help you make the right choices so that you get the right amount of power, the right specs to support your workload and your workflow. Also, there's a link in the description for a growing playlist for these videos that I do weekly, the live stream videos. So if you're looking for more free VST plugins, 100% free, definitely check out that list, that playlist. There are over 400 videos there presenting you guys with free VST plugins, 100% free. So definitely check that out. Finally, there is a link in the description for my video series that I started this year titled 52 Weeks of Reaper. Every week for 52 weeks, I will be releasing a new video focusing on a key feature in Reaper. So definitely check that out. It's highlighting what makes the Reaper DAW such an amazing piece of software. So definitely check that out, guys. I'll be releasing the next video in that series tomorrow. Every Saturday, we'll be releasing a brand new video in that series for this year. That's pretty much it, guys. Check back next week. Should be in the new month, new theme. All right, guys. Sorry about that. Thanks for watching. And as always, you will see me in the next video.